Hello my friends, welcome back. Let's get to the next part, which is materials for landscape. Okay, we have many different materials for landscape. For example, I'm gonna choose this one. Yes, for the material of our landscape. As you can see, we can choose each one of them. It doesn't matter, it's up to you. Okay, save changes and go to landscape. Let me yes, more brush, less size. For example, this one, if I click it, as you can see, it doesn't affect on the landscape material. Well, in order to choose another landscape, you should go to materials, since they are the same thing, since they are in the same category. But that landscape is kind of separate. But if you want to change your landscape, you should go to landscape here, and as you can see, it's kind of merged. Okay, so let me click on here and landscape. Very good. Well, you cannot use rise or flatten or smoothen or jitter for this landscape, since its geometry is out of the software. The geometry is out of the Lumion. But you can use paint or these structures that we have here. Well, as you click on here, see, it affects on it. You can see it is changing here, just like that. We see the bump and bulging on this landscape, and even you can make grass on it, see? Or make the size bigger. Yes, it affects on all the landscape. Alright, that's it for landscape. Let's get to the next part, which is billboard. For billboard, for example, let me first open the 3D Max software. Alright, let it open. See, good. Go to plane. Let's draw a plane here. First, let's check its scale. It should be meters. Yes, that's it. Meter, very good. And then put one for this one and here as well. Okay, XYZ 0, right click, right click, right click. Very well. Okay, let me drag it up here to fix this. On Z axis, half meters, very good. That's it. And in materials, I'm gonna give you the standard one. Yes, go to this part, scan line, yes, standard here. All right, well, let's choose a picture for it. From here, for example, we have many different pictures here, even without a background like this. I think I should choose the first one. Yes, this is good. Let me copy this address. Yes. Go to this part, material, diffuse, general, and then bitmap. Yes, paste the address here, open the picture. Very good. After that, I'm gonna export this file here. Export selected. Okay, very good. Go to Lumion, File, 3D Max, and I'm going to create a new folder here, which is called billboard. Yes, that's it. Billboard. Yes. Okay, very good. Let's get back to Lumion, and I'm supposed to import this file to Lumion here. Yes, billboard, Revit files, and let's turn this double-sided on. Okay. It doesn't recognize the texture, no problem. Click on OK, yes. Let me set it here first. Alright, now if I look at it, if I set the camera in front of it, as you can see, it doesn't rotate. But if I click on it here and then click on billboard, as you can see, as I am rotating, it is rotating with me as well. See? So cool. Well, and the picture that we want to use for this plane is the file that has transparency. So as you saw, it didn't recognize the texture of this plane. It didn't recognize the texture. Well, it shouldn't have background. So let me remove it here. Let me connect it to opacity. Yes, so we have no background for this texture anymore, and it will recognize it. Well, it is not so useful, but sometimes you can use it for the objects, for the items that could be far from your camera. And you know, as you are rotating the camera, you want the objects to rotate with it. Anyway, Lumion has some billboards for you already. As you can see, you can use it by default. For example, this 2D picture. Yes, as I told you before, as you are rotating the camera, that billboard is rotating as well with you. Alright, that's it for billboard. The next part is waterfall. For example, if I click on this plane here, it will show you the waterfall. If I click on this icon, see? Well, I just forgot something. Let me tell this to you. For billboard, if you go to the settings, you can change the color. Yes, change the texture. For example, I wanna choose a picture for it. Okay, for example, this one, and as you can see, if I rotate here, it rotates as well. And rest of the options are repeated that we have talked about them before. Very well. So let's get the next part, which is waterfall. And it's not like a billboard. It is not in front of you always, but you can rotate it in a direction that you like. Well, we can change its color, its density. Here we have light up watercolor. As you can see, wave height. Yes, just like that. Wave scale. Here. You can increase or decrease it, it's up to you. Well, here caustic scale, which means refraction of light hits the object which is behind it. And the last part is foam. For example, let me click on this train. Yes, this ground and waterfall. As you can see, all the landscape is water. Well, the part which is a slope, water is moving on it, but the flattened part, the water is static. Here we have light and scale. Yes, you can change each item that you like. Well, that's it for waterfall. Well, the last item is invisible. Let me put it on default. Okay, it's a cool thing as a material. For example, you have some objects, elements in your project, and for any reason you don't want to see an object. It could be everything. For example, this flower pot that we have here, and you're not able to reach to the original software to change your model and re-import it again. So you have to use this material, invisible.
Okay, so let me select this item. Hopefully it is a separate one. Yes, click on it and then invisible. Since Lumion doesn't have any editing tool, it's a good option for us to change something. And if I click on save changes, it doesn't show it anymore, even in our rendering. Anytime that you like, you can turn it back to your model again.
Well, that's it for these items in materials. Yes, the standard one, which have been from version 2 of the Lumion, and we have them still so far. But in the previous version we had advanced class, but we don't have it now. If you go to materials here, we have many different glasses. You can choose each one of them. Alright, that's it. See you next time.